Hi everyone, prepare 5, yes? Today we're going to talk about films. Maybe you've been able to catch up on some films at home recently if you're not able to go out and they've closed the cinema. Why am I keep on talking about what's closed? Okay, yeah, films. I love films, they're great. What I want you to do is to just have a think. Maybe write down in a notebook a little table and you can put film stars, directors, live shows, animated films, and soundtracks. What's a soundtrack? That's the music, yeah, that you hear for the film. And then I want you to think, film stars. What film stars do we know? Well, we know of Jennifer Lawrence. She's the best film star by far. Christopher Pratt, he's a good one. Are there any other good film stars? Come on. You can probably list at least 3. Directors. Do we know directors? J.J. Abrams is a good director. Yes, very popular at the moment. Who else can we think of? Who else could we list as directors that we know about? Live shows. Are there any shows that go out live? The news often goes out live every evening, every morning, every lunchtime. It's a good show. It's one of my favourite shows. Are there any other things that we watch live? Maybe there's a little box in the corner of the screen next to the score that says the word live. I don't know. Animated films. Like Finding Nemo, which was the best film ever. It made me cry. It's beautiful. Beautiful film. Yeah. Are there any other good animated films you can think of? It's much easier since Pixar came along. But are there any classic cartoon films, maybe Disney films, that you can think of? And finally, soundtracks. Guardians of the Galaxy had the awesome mix, which was the soundtrack of all the cool 80s songs from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Are there any other movies that you've heard of the soundtrack for? You might have listened or downloaded to the soundtrack for any of those movies. Pause the video. You can have a think about some of those things for a minute, and then we'll come back. Okay, we've got some examples of some of these things on page 90. If you have a look, we've got some films. We've got a director. We've got a singer there who's absolutely amazing. Yeah, Adele, she sung the soundtrack for Skyfall. Yeah, Skyfall. I'm not going to sing it. She sung it so much better than I did. You can download it. I won't embarrass myself that much on YouTube. But there's some key vocabulary for this topic as ever. Exercise 2 has some sentences. The key words are the bold words, yes? Performance, recording, a film maker, like a director or producer or just someone who's in charge of making the films. Directed, did directing, worked out how to turn the script into a film. Animations, we got the example there of a CGI film, yes, as well as cartoon-based animation. The role, it is the character that is played, yep. Yep, the role that they play, the character the actor plays. Acted, pretending that actors do. The director, the director, the person who has the responsibility for directing the film and appearing in. These are words that we're kind of familiar with because we get most of our Hollywood news and film news in English anyway. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to match those sentences with the pictures, and then underneath in exercise 3, it's an either or activity. I want you to decide which word is the correct one. So I'd love to, in a film. You can't direct in a film, you have to act in a film. Okay? Pause the video, take a minute, have a look at those, and then we'll come back and see our answers. Okay, let's see. Number 1, Adele's performance at the Oscars was fantastic. Skyfall was her first recording of a film title song, and that's obviously going to be picture A, where we've got James Bond Skyfall and Adele singing. Man, she's got a good voice. Number 2, George Lucas is a famous American film writer. He directed the movie Star Wars, the original one, and he is an F. That's George Lucas. You might not recognize his face because he's a director. He stands behind the camera, not in front of it. Yes? Number 3, the film The Lion King has great animations. It's also a musical which you can see live at the theatre, and I recommend that to anybody who ever gets the opportunity. The animations, of course, is How to Train Your Dragon. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's The Lion King, yes? It's picture E, The Lion King. Number 3, is The Lion King, picture E. A lot of new films come out at special times of the year. For example, animated films are often come out during school holidays. That's How to Train Your Dragon. That's B. Yes, number 4, B. Number 5, Jennifer Lawrence had the lead role in the Hunger Games films. She's acted in several films, and she's been great in all of them. That's picture C. Yes? And 6, Steven Spielberg is a very well-known film director. He's appeared in some films such as The Gremlins, and we can see him there in picture F getting his award. Okay. Exercise 3, let's check through those words. I'd love to act in a film. We said my best friend Ali and I want to see a new film that comes out in December. Yes, comes out in December. There's going to be a live show of Wicked in the Town Theatre next week. The recording of soundtracks for local films takes place near my house, hopefully in a studio of some kind. The director tells the actors what to do. I think it's slightly more complicated than that, but yes, the director tells the actors what to do. I loved the main actor's performance. It wasn't an animation, it was Daniel Craig's performance in the last Bond film. Okay, these are all about Hollywood films. Do you make films? I've had a great experience over the last week and a bit now in making videos, making these YouTube videos for the English Institute YouTube channel, making with all the other teachers and helping them get their videos up and get all the work out so that they can still teach over the holidays, over the quarantine break. So yeah, it's been really exciting to be able to get this done. And I've learned so much about filming, about editing, about producing videos. It's really interesting. I'm thinking of taking it up as a hobby when all this is over. It's a bit like hard work at the moment, but I'm thinking this would be a great hobby. On page 91, we have Marty. Marty's got a blog, but in his blog, he's going to talk about some filmmaking experience. There are some questions. As ever, we're going to put the questions in the back of our head, and then we're going to start reading so that we can think about the questions as we read through the text. The questions are these. Exercise 4, page 91. What 3 roles did Marty have in the filmmaking? Number 2, what question did Marty ask the girl? Number 3, which was the most boring part of the course that Marty filmed? Number 4, why was the black course hard to film? Number 5, what does Marty ask people to do after watching the film? And number 6, what will Marty's next film be about? Interesting stuff. Okay, pause the video, have a read through the article, think about this article, think about those questions, and I'll have a couple more questions for us to think about when we come back. Okay, I hope that went well for you. Have you ever put videos online? Have you ever made a video? If you have, good on you. If not, is there anything you'd like to make a video about? Or do you have any ideas to start your own YouTube channel maybe? Or your own vlog? I wonder. Maybe this is something we could do when we get back together. We could make a video. Yeah, we could totally do that. There's something to look forward to when we come back to class. We could make a video together as one of our projects. Okay, grammar. Yay! Grammar. Reported speech. We've looked at this before. We can look at this again. But when I'm having a conversation with you, I'm talking directly. Yes, me to you. But if I'm telling you about something that Steve said to me yesterday, I'm not Steve. So Steve, what he says to me is not what I'm going to say to you, okay? There's a step here. I'm in the middle. So when I tell you what somebody else said, grammatically, the whole sentence is going to take a step back into the past. One step back into the past, because we're going one conversation in the past from where we are now. So if I say, Steve, here's Steve. I should have got a puppet really, but hang on. I can't believe I'm going to do this. You guys were never in Kids Box 1. This is Monty, okay? So if Monty says something to me, I love cheese, then if I'm talking to you, I can't say I love cheese. I can't eat cheese. I have to say Monty said he liked cheese. We've gone one step back, yes? Let's practice this again. Monty. I don't know why I'm looking at you, you're a puppet. But anyway, Monty. Tell us something about you. What are you doing? I am helping with the video. Okay. Monty said, I am helping. I can't say I am helping. I can say Monty said he was helping. Still continuous, but what he said in the present continuous, I'm saying in the past continuous. One step back. Okay, let's get rid of Monty now. Bye-bye, Monty. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the present will become the past will become the past perfect. Okay? Easy? The present perfect will become the past perfect. There are exceptions, of course. We don't change if something is very important that it's still happening, yes? So the climate is changing. The scientists said the climate is changing, okay? So we're not going to take that further into the past. If something's already in the past perfect, we can't go any further back than the past perfect, so that's not going to change, okay? Yeah, come with me to page 92. And we've got some matching to do. The top of page 92, we've got some direct speech and some indirect speech. Let's work through this together. Okay? Blue box at the top, I am the director, the main cameraman and the leading actor. Marty said he was. Okay? I am. Marty said he was. So we've gone from the present to the past. A young boy found this bit quite difficult last week. Phil said that young boy had found. So we've gone from the past to the past perfect. Found to had found. You'll enjoy it. You will enjoy it. What's the past of will? Would. Okay. You will enjoy it. Phil said we would enjoy it. Yep. Very good. And finally, the last example there. No, I haven't done this before. I told him that I hadn't. I haven't. I told him I hadn't done it before. The present perfect becoming the past perfect there. Okay, now let's get you to do some work. See exercises 3 and 5 on page 92. I'm going to pause the video. You're going to pause the video and do exercises 3 and 5 on page 92. Okay. I like making films. He said he liked making films. I'm making a film. He said he had. Sorry. I am making a film. He said he was making a film. I have made a film. He said he had made a film. I made a film. He said he had made a film. I'll make another film. He said he would make another film, or he'd make another film. I can make good films. He said he could make good films. Okay. And exercise 5 down the bottom. Sally said it was quite new. She said she had bought it last year. She said that her mum had given her some money for it and that she had saved up the rest. She said she used it to text and to look things up on the internet. She said she had already sent 30 texts. She said it was silver and she loved it. She said she couldn't imagine her life without it. Okay, I hope you did pretty well with that. What I want you to do now, and this is the final activity for you to work on and send back to me, is I want you to have a look at the workbook on page 66. The workbook on page 66, there are 4 exercises which give you loads and loads of practice of this reported speech. What I would like you to do is get your book, workbook, page 66, work through those 4 exercises, take a photo and send it to me over Messenger's good, or email it to me, or whatever's easiest for you, and I will have a look at that and get it back to you as soon as I can. Okay? It's great to see you. Great to talk about making videos through a video that I'm making, and no doubt we'll get the chance to make a video together one day very, very soon. Okay, enjoy that. Good practice. See you next time.